and USOA Miss Coon Valley. This November, I will be competing for USOA Miss Wisconsin, and I'm here to present the awards to the winners today. So thank you everybody for coming out. Just to tell you a little about myself, I'm going to introduce you to my platform, Start My Car. So Start My Car is an anti-bullying platform that I founded as a way to spread and encourage kindness among children. So with that, I'm currently fundraising to put buddy benches in elementary schools across Vernon County. So thank you so much for having me today, and good luck, everybody.
You say something.
Thank you, Kari.
Ask you the same question.
It's great to have young people like her have missions that she's talking about, trying to help not just the young kids, but the older kids, even some of us adults maybe get along better. Guys, if you can, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Pretty talented equine animals are right here. Midnight Zen again having a great year, $31,000 in winnings. It's a virgin, of course, raced only a few times this year, in pretty deep today. And she's a live wire, a stablemate of Midnight Zen, won over almost 14,000. As far as how fast they've been going this year, Midnight Zen is showing races up at Running Aces, pacing miles in 155, 156. It's a virgin, did not get on the big track up there, and she's a live wire. Raced at the county fair in Mineral Point and was third last weekend, 2, 6, and 3. All right, they come on parade. Thank you, bugler, Mr. Kenny Walker of Oshkosh Bayash. Midnight Zen again out of the QKS stable out of Sacramento. Temporarily Rice Lake. Gabe won in the race bike. It's the virgin out of the Weaver stable in Harvard, Illinois. Sarah Weaver, trainer Wayne Weaver in the race bike. She's a live wire. Leased by QKS Racing out of Sacramento. Quentin Steiner, the trainer. Mel Mullet, the driver. Mel drove up today to drive some horses all the way from Arkansas. He drove all the way from Arkansas last week to drive at Mineral Point. I don't know if I would be that ambitious, but he loves to drive. He's from Wisconsin originally and moved down to Arkansas with his business down there. He started driving at the fairs about 3-4 years ago, and has turned out to be a darn good driver.
And there's no pens?
Dave Wand, driving a one horse. He is the perennial driving champion of Wisconsin in the last 10 years or so. He always seems to find the fast horses, hits them around there quick. So he's sitting behind Midnight Zen this trip. Again, they go to the gate in the order which they drew for position. Zen with the yellow hobbles on, they're all wearing the can't see back bridles, all wearing hobble pacers. No trotters today, folks, just pacers. I wish we had some trotters, but it's hard to find them nowadays. All right, let's see what the big bettors are going. How many of you folks are going with Midnight Zen in this race? Anybody on Midnight Zen? Let's hear it from you a little bit. What about the 2-horse It's a Virgin? Wow, not too bad for them. What about She's a Live Wire? Oh, yeah, you are awake. I did hear a score. Someone told me the Packers were ahead. 10-3 Green Bay. Halftime, perhaps? I'm not sure when it is, but probably not. It's the other half we have to worry about. All right, the starting judge, Del Molino, calling these 3 pacers to the gate. Some money makers. Midnight Zed on the inside. Gave one on the race bike. It's a Virgin Wayne Weaver, and She's a Live Wire with Marvelous Mel in the bike and 3-horse. Again, a half-mile track. They'll race 1 mile, obviously 2 times around. Once they hit this yellow line across the, you can't see it very well from where you are, but that's the starting and finishing arrow right there. You can see the shadow down there. Take the one to the left. That's what we're going to use. And here they come. Race 1. There goes Big Mel, which She's a Live Wire. She's a Live Wire chasing that starting gate into the turn. Then it's Midnight Zen, and It's a Virgin third around the top of the turn. Field of 3 still hanging up, not too far off that starting gate. He's going pretty fast down the backside. On the motor again, She's a Live Wire with the driver who drove all night from Arkansas just to sit behind these horses down the back lane, racing to the quarter-mile mark. She's a Live Wire. Midnight Zen, second by about 2. It's a Virgin, third by 2 more. At the quarter-mile mark.
I got 32 and 2.
The quarter in 33 to the quarter. Around that lower turn on the no change in the order. Again, She's a Live Wire taking this field of 3 good mares down the lane. She's a Live, a 6-year-old mare. She is Canadian bred out of Alberta. Down the halfway mile mark. Again, the Live Wire in command. Right behind her, Midnight Zen, the sail mark, and she's right there. It's a Virgin at the half. The half and 103 and 2, 103 and 2, and I like the way It's a Virgin's paced it with his bunch around the top of the turn on the motor again. That is still She's a Live Wire. At the wheel right now. Gabe Wand with Midnight Zen. He's going to want to pull him go if he's got enough horse to get him on by. Down the 3/4 mile mark. No change. On the front end again, She's a Live Wire. Again, Wand trying to move on with Midnight Zen not gaining any ground. It's a Virgin third by about 5 or 6. Our 3/4 mile mark right now. 136 and 4 around that lower turn. She's a Live Wire cutting every step of the way. Not giving up anything. Right there, Midnight Zen, still second by 2 up the racetrack. Again, It's a Virgin. And down the lane, these 3 horses, good looking race mares. One with over the total winnings of 48,000, another one 60,000. They come to the wire on the front end. Your 3-horse, She is the Live Wire. 3, 1, and 2.
I got 4 and 2. 5. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good.
All right, give me some numbers. Top down, that's
33, 103 and 2, 136 and 4, and 205.
So you are
and top down. 1 was 2, 2 was 3, and 3 was 1.
Yep.
Yep.
No, there were some kids sitting back there. They moved out. He did, and I.
Time that mile, a good time, 2:05, ladies and gentlemen. Kari's going to be out there to help with the presentation.
No, Jess.
And she's a live wire, folks. Nice mare. 33 starts and speed up on Midnight Zen. Again, it's a virgin. She was in over her head, no doubt about it. She's only raced a few times. But give her a nice hand. Nice job, Wayne. You went so fast you almost lost your backpack. Yeah, she's in deep. We weren't doing her any favors put her in with these horses, but we are limited on horses. But she raced all she could today. It's a nice mare. Here's the driving champ for many years, Mr. Wand. Midnight Zen, second in that big mile. They got down to the quarter in 33 seconds. The half, 103 and 2/5. 3 quarters, 136 and 4/5, a mile and 2.5. There he is, Mr. Like to Drive a Lot at Night from Arkansas, formerly out of Wisconsin, Mr. Mel Mullet in the bike. The horse owned or leased by QKS Racing out of Sacramento. Trained by Quinn Steiner. There's Mel in the race bike.
So that's Kari and that's my from Benson Insurance. The other lady's from Benson.
Okay, again, thank you, Benson Insurance, for that presentation. Yeah, you'll have to. We're looking for the pick a winner, folks. 7 or 8 now.
No, this is successful states on gambling. That's the real.
Yeah. Again, thank you, Ken. He worked pretty hard last night. He was up in Minnesota again, announcing, diggling for, what, 12 races last night? 12? Yep. All right, Shark Reality just went by. He's got the yellow hobbles and hobble hangers on. Again, he won a huge mile at Elkhorn a few weeks back in 2 minutes, folks. Got a motor in him. He's made lifetime, lightly raced, but almost $56,000. Pathologist, again, has been racing tough. If he gets a good trip, he'll be involved. Alice Gray, again, with Mel Mullet in the race bike, has been very good this year, especially at the fairs. Second in Ironwood, won at Elkhorn. Mineral Point was second. Got beat by $3,000. AK up and at him again. The race with us at Ironwood, went over there in 2-1. And the young man driving the 4-horse, Aaron Lehman. This is his first official drive, ladies and gentlemen. He works for the QKS, and this is his first drive. Of course, to get a license to drive harness horses, you have to go through a lot of hoops, learn a lot of rules, and have a few trainers watch you and see if they think you're going to be safe enough to race a horse. There's Michael and the pathologist, Gabe and the Shark Reality going by. There's Mr. Lehman, number 4. Aaron Lehman with Up and At 'em. I'm sure his blood pressure is pretty high right now, folks. He's been to the starting gate training horses, but never in a race.
Woody, I let down. We're not going to break a second.
Again, the order in which they're going to that gate is the order in which they drew for position. Again, Shark Reality driving in, grabbing an inside spot. Next door, pathologist Mike McGee. Ellis Gray. And AK Up and At 'em will be on the outside. Our starting gate, again, taken on the field. If you look at that truck, folks, it's probably older than Aaron Lehman is that's driving today. We've had this truck for years in Wisconsin. It's had a lot of work done on it. It's been shipped around in trailers, but we have one more older Cadillac down at Mineral Point, but it, I think, is ready for the infield like these other ones are. Pacers around the gate, Shark Reality on the inside, Gabe 1, Mike McGee with Pathologist, Ellis Gray with Mel, and AK up and at it with Aaron. And good luck to you, Aaron, and all the drivers. Here they come. All right, let's hear it. Pathologist as I walk the racetrack, the doctor's into the turn right there. That's Pathologist right behind him, Shark's Reality. And AK up and at him again, Aaron Lehman finds himself on the limb. Either go to the front or find a hole down the back side. On the motor again. Pathologist, McGee's not going to let him go. You're going to have to duck when you can, Aaron. There you go. You take that hold, sit right there, my boy, down to the quarter-mile mark. On the front end, Pathologist. AK up and at him right there, Shark Reality.
31 and 2.
31 and 2, 31 and 2. Around that lower turn again, no change. Everybody's going to stay put. There's no money yet. One more time around this half-mile track. Down the lane, let's see if they stay patient. Again, on the front end, Pathologist doing all the work, cutting the fractions for him. Right behind him again, they're getting a pretty soft trip. There's AK up and at him on that 2-hole. Shark Reality third. And Ellis Gray.
102 flat.
102, they're picking it up. I'm looking for Ellis Gray to make a move. I like Ellis Gray in this race. Down the back turn on the front end, Pathologist right there, right behind him again. AK up and at him. Here comes Ellis Gray right now. The guy from Arkansas got her on the tiptoes. Down the backside, Pathologist also on the move again. AK up and at him. We got a horse race right now. On the inside, Pathologist. 133. 133 on the outside. AK up and at him, getting a long trip. Right back to Shark Reality right now, watching them. Down the lane they come on the front end. Who wants it? In the middle of the racetrack, AK up and at him at the rail. Pathologist. They drive the wire. Who do you like now? It looks like it's going to be at the wire. First drive, first win. 4, 3, 1.
I got 201 and 4. Okay.
Top down, number 1 was 4. 2 was 3. 3 was second. And 4 was 1. So I don't know how this young man is going to beat this. I'm talking about Aaron Lehman, folks. First start, and he wins. How can he do any better than that? Nice job, Gabe. Perennial top driver in Badgerland. 204, that's a big mile. Pathologist, he was on the engine the whole mile. Nice job, Michael. He raced big as usual. He's the old timer, not Michael, but the horse. Pathologist is 11 years old. They will still at 14 if all's well with him. Not many horses do race there. In Australia, for what it's worth, they can only race till they're 7. So what we have are horses that are good in Australia and New Zealand, and then from down under, people with big wallets will buy them and fly them up to the States. So we do have horses from Australia and New Zealand racing in the USA.
Oh, yes. Did you watch it on TV? Yeah. Okay. I see Gene Marcus, of course, did that. Yep. No, it's like,
I don't know if the helmet's going to fit this kid tomorrow.
that was the last night. Yes, it was the last night. So, yep. They have a pretty good crowd. Yeah, they did. For that, because I've been there when it's not very crowded, but no, everything was taken. And
So last time this horse race was at Running Aces was finished 7th over there. Did win a trip at Ironwood back in Q1. There he is, this Mr. Lehman. I'm not sure how old he is. Not that old. How old is he? He's 1? He's only 1. Pretty big kid for 1. Did you mean 21? Yeah. That helmet's going to get tighter and tighter, Aaron. Nice job, young man. Jump on to see it safer that way.
Here's our pick-a-winner.
All right, our pick-a-winner. Again, some quality class horses in this bunch. $3 grand again. Thank you, Ken. On parade again. All Hubbard Pacers. So $3,000, that's Mel's favorite horse. That's probably why he drove up here. Told me that last week or 2 weeks ago that he just loves $3,000.
I think Mel got his first win on him at Mineral Point a few years ago.
And this horse at Mineral Point, last start won there in 2-4, in 2-6, won at Elkhorn in 2-2, and in 2 minutes. That's $3,000. Prom Queen, again, her first start at the fairs this year anyway. Lifetime earnings $92,000. She is no slouch, folks. She earned that much money. She's going to be somebody to reckon with here. And Arnie and his army, not the golfer, the 5-year-old gelding, also out of the Sacramento stable. They're racing against their own horses today. Again, but we are so happy they agreed to bring these high-class quality horses down here from Minnesota early this morning and putting on a good show for us here in Wisconsin. There he is, Gabe Wan, and the Prom Queen. And our friend Aaron driving Arnie's Army. And Mel's on the back stretch with $3,000. See, some of these horses with $3,000 went by the stands just now. He was kind of going sideways. They're not used to being this close to people. When they're racing, it's a whole different venue. Most of the time they're racing at night under the lights. So there's a lot of things going on at county fairs that they don't see every day at the raceway up in Minnesota, right at those tracks. The exciting part is when we have big carnival rides right next to the track, like we have at Rice Lake. That gets a little tacky once in a while. Horses really freak out. All right, our starting judge, Dell's call the field. Rail out, $3,000, Prom Queen with Wand and a bike, and Arnie's Army with Aaron Lehman. He's probably thinking it's pretty easy. I want to win this one too. He's in tough, very tough. I like the one horse in here. And here they come, $3,000 and friends. They got the queen in the middle. Oh, there goes Mel. Arkansas dude around the first turn. $3,000 right there, right behind him. Prom Queen, she's hanging with him. And Arnie's Army, a little rough game, but pacing all right. He's not used to these county fair tracks. Down the backside, on the front end again, it is $3,000 by 2 lengths. Right there, the Prom Queen and Arnie's Army, no change in the order. They hustle down to the quarter-mile mark. Our timers have their watches ready as they hit the quarter. On the front end again, $3,000 cutting the early going.
2 and 2? Yeah, that's what
32 and 2/5 seconds to the quarter. Around the lower turn, a 2/8 shot. They'll pick it up from there. On the motor, $3,000. Right there, the Prom Queen. Looks like Aaron Lehman wants to pull and go. Stay put. Down the lane for the first time again. On the front end, there is no change. It's $3,000 showing them how to get around the Vernon County Fair track. At the half again, $3,000. He's checking things out, and Mel is just hanging on for dear life right now. The horse wants to take off on a big time. 102. They picked up big around that second quarter. On the top of the turn, $3,000. Mel's leaning back, saying we got to save some fuel, boy. Down the lane again, $3,000. He wants to go. Mel says, wait a minute. On the door, Prom Queen and Arnie's Army. Looks like here comes the Queen. The Queen of the ball right down. Quickly, there's Tigo at it, $3,000 down the inside. Prom Queen looking it right in the eye. 134 battle right now. Also, Arnie's Army's going to go 3 wide. Hey, you got some good racehorses here, folks. and they turn for home. Been there, done that, and they're going to gut it right to the wire. On the front end, prom queen, $3 on the racetrack. Arnie's early on the outside. Judges, get your eyes on it. Come the wire. Who do you like out there? They drive it home. That's going to be tight, and here they are. 2, 3, 1. That was a great horse race. A great horse race. Down again, 1 was 3. 2, the prom queen showed the boys how to get to the winner's circle. And 3 was 2. Take that, boys. Prom queen showed you how to race. Young lady out there, Kari, is presenting trophies. Again, I've been told, or I read it someplace in the State Journal, that she used to work at the stockyard as a bartender, a cook, or what'd you do there, Kari?
Waitress.
You were a waitress? Not tending bar? No, none of that stuff. No. You can't be a queen if you've been tending bar, right? Hey, there's a lot of girls in Wisconsin, the queens, that tend a lot of bar. 2, 4, and 2, 32 and 2 to the quarter, 102 to the half, 3/4, 134, 2, 4, and 2. I don't have any updates on the pack, folks, so maybe you do, but I do not.
10 and 9.
Still 10 to 9?
17 to 10. They're down now.
Hey, Woody,
Atlanta's in.
you guys are running 2 heats, right? Can you make another announcement? People think they'll leave after the 4th race.
Again, folks, these horses are all coming back for another race, so don't leave. Okay, each field is racing twice. We're not done after this next race. Each field will be raced twice today, so. All right, there is the queen. And the king of drivers gave 1. Nice job. This horse is owned by Robin Clements of Sacramento. She's up at running aces too, and she was kind enough to let Quinn and Kim bring prom queen along down here. 2, 4, and 2. Again, top down. 1 was 3, 2 was 1, and 3 was 2. 2, 4, and 2/5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our 4th race. Again, they're all coming back for a second go-around, so once this group is done and we go back to the program, and the horses in race 1, they come back, it'll be our 5th race. We're going to have 8 races today. Okay, Ken? All right, Ken, thank you. Unfiltered going by, folks. Stable stable. They purchased him a couple of years ago. Someone who was giving up on him in Indiana, and Joey and his dad bought him, and he turned out to be quite a racehorse, Unfiltered. And Cutter Rog again, out of the QKS Racing stable with Mel Mullet and the race bike. 15,000 plus this year in winnings. It's paced in 2 minutes at Ironwood, a half-mile track. Millennial. We know what he can do. Mineral Point raced there. He won there by 2 minutes. And within 2 minutes and 3/5, he won that trip. He's beat Cutter Rug in that race. Cutter Rug was 3rd, and Arnie's Army was 2nd. So Millennial again has to be the choice. He wouldn't pay much at the window because everybody's going to bet him. But of course, we don't bet in Wisconsin, right?
Lyle Bunstead.
Now he's the one that had a horse go off the track jogging, ended up in the water at Richmond Center, and some kid that was a volunteer working at the fairgrounds went over and held the horse's head up while he got horses on hook.
Lyle would stand in the phone until about 2 and then go to center.
Now this sort out.
There they are. Mel driving that 2-horse Cutter Rug. This is a good bunch, folks. These are top shelf horses.
I told people I'm living this.
The winning Unfiltered again, almost 53,000. Cutter Rug over 78,000. Millennial over 100,000. Now Gabe, of course, is going to have to admit he wished he had that 100 grand, but that horse made a lot of that before he got him. It's been good to Gabe to get along quite well. So the score was Green Bay.
17-9 Green Bay in the third quarter.
Again, the last score I heard was 17-9, and evidently or supposedly we've been told it's Green Bay in charge yet. I suppose all of you sat around the TV set the other night and watched Mr. Rogers go down with a bad Achilles heel.
Anybody else? Great score.
Jets fans just kind of want to die right there. Here they come, unfiltered on the inside. He's going to pace out of there. Cutter Rod with Mullet. He's going to go with him. They're going to wheel this time, folks. They've been wheeling all day. Here comes Cutter Rod. And the guy from Arkansas grabs a racetrack with Cutter Rod right behind him, unfiltered Joey Prevost right there with his horse behind him, Millennial. Oh, with Mr. Gabe Wan. 3 good-looking, very valuable quality horses down the back lane. On the move again, Cutter Rod, the 6-year-old. The Canadian bred showing him the way to the quarter-mile mark, right there unfiltered. This horse is Indiana bred, and then Millennial right now there is Pennsylvania bred. Down to
33 seconds.
how much?
33.
33 seconds, a pretty soft quarter, folks. They're going to come a lot from here on. On the front end again, Cutter Rod is going to enjoy that easy quarter a little bit. He'll have a little more pace at the end of the mile, but they all will if they come down that lane. Cutter Rod right there, unfiltered, Millennial. I'm waiting for the green and white colors of Mr. Wan. Mr. Prevost is coming out right away with his horses. On the front end, we're going to battle early. They're going to battle early. 1, 4, and 2 around the top of the turn. They'll pace the other half in a minute right now. Around the top of the turn, Cutter Rod on the outside move. That is unfiltered behind them, Millennial. Down the back lane, all these horses are capable of a half in a minute down the back side. Millennial's going to have to pace more to keep up with them. He's got a big motor on the front end, Cutter Rod. Unfiltered, not gaining any ground right now, but it looks like Millennial closing a little bit. Long way to go.
135.
135 again. They all should have a lot of pace on their front end. Cutter Rod, unfiltered, stalled out there. And Millennial again, back by about 5 lengths. Prevost comes out one more time with unfiltered. The battle of wire on the inside, Cutter Rod. In the middle of this track, unfiltered. They come for home. It looks like unfiltered may have. It'll be tight at the wire. It is really tight. Wow! 1, 2, and 3.
4 and 2. 2, 4 and 2.
What was with Millennial? Sir? Top down, is it 1, 2, 3?
That's what I have.
Gate. Gate. All right.
Okay, the fractions.
33. 104 and 2. 135. Mile and 2, 4 and 2.
Last half in a minute. Again, tapped out. Boy, they went to the gates and where they finished up. 1 was 1, 2 was 2, and 3 was 3. 4 horse was out. Time of mile was 2, 4, and 2. They got to the quarter in 33 seconds. The half in 104 and 2. 3 quarters 135. The mile 2, 4, and 2. They came the last half in 1 minute. I knew they're going to hustle because they got down the soft half. Thank you there, Cutter Rod and Mel. Millennials will be back at the barn. Notice Gabe looking at this horse, looking at that back end of him when he went by, so let's hope there's not going to be any lameness issues for that horse, Millennial.
Yeah.
It's a great sport, but can also break your heart, I'll tell you, when you have these horses. You could have one of the best in the world or worst in the world, but when something happens to them, for people that really care and love them, it's hard to deal with. Again, this little horse here, it's out of Indiana, and he went through a sale because somebody in Indiana said he wasn't good enough for the Indiana Colt Stakes, and the Prevost bought him. They bought him right too, and done well with him. They sent him out to California last year in the wintertime, and he'll probably be going that way again. Otherwise, he spends his time in Shawnee, Wisconsin, at the McGee stable. This is unfiltered with Joey Prevost. He's a fourth generation person, as is Michael McGee. Nice job, Joey. Nice job there, unfiltered. Again, top down. 1 was 1, 2 was 2, and 3 was 3.
The timer's
And we're gonna. All right, we've got horses going to the gate, folks. Please don't let anybody on the track. Horses are at the gate. Do not cross the track any place, ladies and gentlemen. If the starting gate doesn't get you, the horses will. We don't want that to happen. Nor do you. All right. They're moving in behind the gate. She's a live wire. Mel Mullet. Midnight Zen with Gabe Wan in the bike, and Wayne Weaver will be the 3 horse with It's a Virgin. Let's see if she's alive or is going to double up on this field. Here they come. First away, Midnight Zen, as Gabe wants to get away first. Try to get away first. He's not in command. Midnight Zen right there on the turn again. And she's a live wire. Going to follow nose to back, heading down the back lane first time. And third again, it's a Virgin. Again, she is in pretty deep today, folks. Or he is, that is. They head down the back side, on the front end, on the motor. That is Gabe Wand, again, the driver of the year in Wisconsin for many, many years, in command. Right behind him, the guy that now comes to us, 31 and 2, the guy now from Arkansas, formerly out of Wisconsin, Mr. Mel Mullet in that 2 spot. And behind him again is Wayne Weaver with It's a Virgin down the lane for the first time. How much was that quarter?
31 and 2.
31 and 2 the quarter. A good snappy quarter. They get down to the halfway mile mark. On the motor again, they're staying put. On the front end again, Midnight Zen. Midnight Zen right there. Mel knows the helmet right now. That horse's nose is bumping Gabe's helmet around the turn. Well, that'll make you get a little nervous. Have 1,000 pounds put on your back, down the back side on the front end, going 35 miles an hour. You don't want to get run over. Keep that horse going on the front end. Midnight Zen up on the outside. She's a live wire. Says, here we go, guys. As Mel works on her just a little bit. A battle now, Midnight Zen. Those 2 go at it. They are stablemates. They'll be heading back to California next month. 134 and 2. 134 and 2. A battle on the inside. No change yet. Midnight Zen. Those 2 nose to nose, ears to ears. A team right now as they turn for home. Who's going to win this one? Can the live wire pick off 2? And they drive home. Who's on the front end right now? It's hard to tell from this vantage point. They get to the wire. It is going to be tight, but you got to like Midnight Zen. 1 and 3.
What did you get? 3 and 3. Yeah. 2, 3 and 3. I have 2, 3 and 4. 31 and 2.
Okay.
103 and 2.
Hang on a second. I'm not up with yet. 31 and 2.
103 and 2. 134 and 2. Mild and 2, 3 and 3.
132, top to bottom.
2, 3.
2, 3 and 3. Not that 3 first means that much.
Well, I know I finished off a 5th month, and it meant a lot the next day because I had a headache. All right, top down. Top down, one was one. Nice job, Wayne. And Mr. Mel Mullet, they nipped you that trip, buddy. Race tough, race tough. Top down, one was 1, 2 was 3, and 3 was 2. 2, 3, and 3/5. Here in California. The horses have quite a bit of break there, just a little rest, which is good for them. Quarter 31 and 2, the half 103 and 2. 3/4 134 and 2, the mile 2, 3 and 3. Okay, what's this horse wearing? A pair of pacing hobbles, a pair of knee boots that covers the knee so the right knee's protected from the left front, etc. Tendon boots, covers the tendons from any has a blind bridle on. Oh, she's straight ahead. Nice job, Gabe. How are things back in the barn with the horse? Mel with Alice Gray. Mike McGee with Pathologist. Gabe Wand with Shark Reality. Starting judge again, he is in command of the field until he gives him the word go. From once he says go, then it becomes the responsibility of Mr. Dan Clark up here. He's the presiding judge to keep an eye on, make sure no infractions, no one doing something wrong. We had a number of horses last night in Minnesota get set back for interference issues, but those are fields, big fields. And here they come. Real loud, AK up and at him with Lehman in the bike, Alice Gray, Mel Mullet. Pathologist with McGee and Shark Reality. First away again. It is up and at him. Right behind him, Alice Gray will grab that spot. Pathologist will drop in. Then Shark Reality around the top of the turn. This is the yellow man again, Aaron, who won the first trip in 2, 1, and 4. In charge by about 4 open lengths on the field. Alice Gray again trying to catch up. Right there, Pathologist. Michael McGee getting a good 3-hole ride. Hope you can stay right there down on the quarter-mile mark. And then Shark Reality at the quarter now. On the front end, no change. AK up and at him again. 2, 1, and 4 the first trip. The quarter and 32. They're going to pace more from here. Around that lower turn again. This bunch can fly on the front end. AK up and at him says, come on and get me if you want to. Good luck with that. Around the turn and down the lane. AK up and at him. Bringing this field to the halfway mile mark. Again, this is also a Canadian bred horse. AK up and at him. At the half again. AK right there again. Ellis Gray in the 2-hole. Mike McGee with Pathologist. With a half and a 1, 2, and 2. They picked it up. Led it by 2 more seconds. Around the top of that turn. AK up and at him. Right there. Alice Gray. These are some good looking horses. Looks like Mike McGee wants to pull him go. Down the back lane. Here comes AK up and at him. Says pull all you want. You can't pass me till you catch me. 3/4 mile mark on the front end. AK. Shark Reality. Looks like a good racehorse down the backside. Also Pathologist. They're going to be tight.
134.
134 around that lower turn on the front end, cutting every step of the way. AK up and at him, showing this field the way around this racetrack. 2, 1, and 4 the last trip, and down the stretch they come. They're not going to beat them. AK up and at him, little battle for second money. They come alive. It'll be Lehman with AK. Then it's going to be Ellis Gray, and then Pathologist and Shark Reality.
I got 2, 2, and 2.
2, 2, and 2.
That's the same when they finished last trip, isn't it?
Yep.
Towards the grandstand, they're on the track. You think they own horses or something when they walk around here. That's Quinn and Kim Schneider. Out of California. Folks, we would not be racing here today. We would not have raced last week because we don't have enough horses in Wisconsin to fill races. They raced last night. Not these horses, but other horses. They have 23 horses at Rice Lake or more. And they shipped 10 of them down here early this morning to make our program possible. So without these two folks, we would be lost. Cannot find a way to... How about this young man that they've got driving horses for? Hot Rod Lehman. 2 wins today. That helmet's going to get really tight by tonight. Thank you very much, Schneiders. Thank you for all you do. We'll see you later on. More racing. Let's see if the 2-horse prom queen, that 6-year-old girl by little Stephen. Mama was Rara Rosa, and she comes to us out of the California by Robin Clements. Yeah, Robin has quite a few horses up at the track, and she sent this one along. Let's prom queen race a little bit. She's been fighting that Aces track, finally got a chance to get on a half-mile track. All right, that gate's beginning to roll. Now they're on their tiptoes here. 7th race of the day. Here they come. They're pushing that gate out of there. All right, $3 says, get out of the way, I'm coming after you. $3 trying to chase that gate around the turn. $3 right there in the 2 again. It is the prom queen getting the good trip. Right behind her, Arnie's Army down the back lane. On the front end again, Mel in command with $3 by a length and a half behind him again, prom queen. And right behind him, Arnie's Army down to the quarter-mile mark. And pretty good steps right now. They're rolling at the quarter.
31 and 4.
31 and 4, 31 and 4 seconds to the quarter. On the front end, everybody staying put, early going. No money yet as they drive around that turn. $3 showing the way to this field down to the half. Good looking field of horses, I'll tell you. It's a small field, but they're classy, and they've done well in their careers. They come down to the halfway mile mark. On the motor again, hanging on. Leaning back, trying to save that horse a little bit. $3 pulls a ton.
102 and 2.
The half at 102 and 2. Those kind tend to run themselves down. You can't let them get away from you. They'll just hurt themselves some more. So Mel, not the biggest guy in the world, is trying to say, come on, just give me a break, take it easy. Down the backside. $3 says, no way. Down the back line right now. Looks like Mel just kicked out the earplugs. On the move, right next is the Queen. The Queen's coming after him. 3/4 mile mark right there. $3 prom queen. 135 around that turn. Prom queen just by that wheel, but beginning to gain just a little bit. They'll drive for home. The battle sets up. Way out there again, Arnie's Army trying to get involved in this action. Down the stretch they come. On the inside, $3 in the middle of the racetrack. Prom queen, like the little girl says, oh, way out there. Look at this guy on the outside. A battle at the wire. 2-3-1.
2, 3, and 1. Yeah, I have 2, 3, and 2. That's on?
Yeah. They did a solo, not far from here.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Yep, that's not very far.
Thank you, Aaron and Arnie, for all that work. Where's Gabe going?
Gabe's waiting for Kim to come down the track. They haven't scored yet?
Kim is on her way to meet her prom queen. Congratulations, prom queen, you are decked out. You've got blind bridle on, head pole. There you go. Nice job, Gabe. As usual. Congratulations, Kim. Kim and Quinn, congratulations. Down again, one was 3, 2 was 1, and 3 was 2. 2, 3, and 1/5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the match race.
But I think that other quarterback is not our ball. 4 or 5.
Cutter Rugg with Mel Mullet.
But that guy's got an arm.
Unfiltered with Gabe Wan. And a good day of racing, no accidents, no major problems. Let's just make sure we get through this last trip safe. 2 good-looking horses on that gate, and they're rolling right now, folks. They're going to be racing 1 1/8 the way it looks. They are booking long before they hit this wire. They've got the word go. First away, Unfiltered. Gabe Wan's first time on the bike right now. On his shoulder right now, Cutter Rugg. Cutter Rugg right now with his nose up to Gabe's helmet down the backside again on the motor. Unfiltered. Unfiltered by a length and a quarter. Right there, Cutter Rugg going to stay right there with Mel. They head down the backside. 2 good-looking pacers. They're rolling, folks. They are stepping. At the corner, it's going to